We'll have our address to the seniors from Josie Malepeai Leavasola. She is a homegrown Apakasi from the village of Whangaretua. She attended public school throughout her formative years, graduating from Whangaretua High School, and went on to receive a bachelor's in communications from the University of Hawaii at Hilo. Upon graduation, she enjoyed a career in the field of communications as a conference coordinator for the University of Hawaii at Hilo Conference Center until she returned to American Samoa in 2005. She later took on the challenging career of providing eligibility guidance and support to the commercial farmers of American Samoa through her job as an agricultural specialist at the United States Department of Agriculture Farm Service Agency. In addition to being employed full-time and her roles as a mother, wife, and daughter for the past 5 years, she has been the organizer and coordinator of the Biggest Winner Initiative, a nonprofit organization encouraging a healthy weight as a cornerstone to a healthy life. Currently, Mrs. Leavasola is the secretary of the American Samoa Association of Paddlers. She is also a proud member of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla in American Samoa.
American Samoa, Fatu, Fatu. Olo su mai foi no suma Aiga, o fogo tanto waso no David Lewis. But yes, my typhoon, but on the Pacific horizons, Matua, Aiga, Mogo, and other fire waso, and fire on the far no ina to 10 minutes until 10. Moni Mafina, the fire umba, and fire. I say, Fayatu. He said, if one fire, one outside was so, it was one of the time. Dignitaries, national citizens, distinguished guests and family of the graduating class. It's my great pleasure to address you today. As you're preparing for life after high school, each of the 7 of you have an all-access pass at this point. Very shortly, you're going to be proclaimed graduates. And while you've been working towards this finite goal, you've had hurdles and obstacles to overcome in the social and educational arena. You've been supported by loved ones who sacrificed to help further not just your education, but to further you as a person. Further your ability to make a mark, further your potential for accomplishments. Because your family, friends, teachers, your spiritual leaders, and your support systems, they all see in you something special. They see in you something unique. They see in you something amazing. Your family, friends, and loved ones, they've gathered in this sanctuary with flowers, wood, and cards. They're prepared to shower you with hugs, to express the very Samoan and universal language of love. They're going to feed you dinner, I'm sure, after this. They're going to throw parties in your honor. They're here because they know you're going to be somebody. That reference alone probably has someone that's saying it in their head. I'm going to be somebody. And then I'm going to be somebody. Well, I want to direct your attention and your focus to the last line of that chorus because it's key. You gotta wake up and you gotta pay attention. I'm not here to persuade you to go into the military, to start medical or law school, although these are very honorable and admirable professions. I'm not here to tell you that one career path is better or hold more value or contribution to our communities. Everyone plays a special role in our communities, in our world, is able to exist because people are there at every level, doing their part, contributing to the system. We're all a part of that system, and we all serve an important component. You are each a component of that grand scheme. You are each a possibility. You are infinite possibilities for positive change in our world. But if you don't challenge yourselves to create, to motivate, if you don't learn to get better, if you don't stand up for what's right, question the status quo, learn to develop, innovate, then you cease to become a possibility. You return to being on a finite path. It sounds pretty drastic, pretty mundane, that you're going to go back to being ordinary. But it should sound drastic. It should sound dreary because your job as high school graduates is to now go out there and harness that possibility. Harness those infinite possibilities for yourself. And get ready to make a mark on this world and make it a positive one. I don't have a map or a guide. I was surprised to be invited to be the keynote speaker. I was 34 years old and trying to figure it out just like all of you, and I hope that this speech helps you on your way. I don't know how you're going to get there or when, but you'll know when you get there. I'm here to impress upon you the importance of one component that will help you get there: service. Service is divided by Imparta and Webster as a system to meet needs, the occupation or function of serving, of help, use, or benefit to someone else. Service is the contribution to the welfare of others. Don't you just hate it when you go to a dictionary, look it up, and then they use the word to define the word that you're looking for? It's frustrating. But in my introduction, it was mentioned that I'm the coordinator for the Biggest Grad initiative. You might have also noticed in that short introduction that over my short list of educational accomplishments when it said that I am a dietitian, a nurse, a doctor, I am not a certified taekwondo instructor, I don't teach sumo, and I don't teach CrossFit, although I have the pleasure of working with many people in those roles. I'm an organizer. I like to plan. Planning helps me feel in touch with the infinite possibilities of positive things that I can bring to the world. You might have also noticed, it's hard not to, but I'm a little overweight. Those are two hurdles that you don't think that someone who's coordinating a health-focused challenge or organization should be facing. Here I am, a conundrum. Because of my own support system and my desire to make a mark on the obesity problem of the island, I decided 5 years ago that I was going to stop waiting around for someone to give me the answer. Here's the holy grail of how you get out of your situation. I decided that I was going to do something. I was going to find an outlet for service. So I asked a group of friends who was organizing the Biggest Winner Weight Loss Initiative if I could, 1, join as a participant, and 2, help with the planning of their 10-week challenge. They obliged my request to be of service, and that's how my relationship with the Biggest Winner Initiative started. I've now successfully coordinated 8 challenges that have spanned between 5 years and have touched the lives of over 500 participants. And in these 5 years, I've seen lives transformed because of the positive change that can come about when you feel power over your own health situation. I have rejoiced with participants who were able to get off of high blood pressure medication, something I hope none of you ever know anything about. I've been able to share the joy of having their high risk their high-risk status of being pre-diabetic reversed because of weight loss. I've also had the great fortune of enjoying my own health victories. I've had a daughter, she's nearly a year old, something that doctors told me would be impossible at my previous weight. I've had the privilege of being a part of something that rekindled in people their infinite possibilities. And this, I hope, continues to be my most rewarding outlet for service. And all it took for me to enjoy these great blessings is to be willing to stand up and serve, to say, hey, I can help. I'm willing to serve because I want to help. Service can mean the demise or victory of every situation you're presented with. In whatever path you take tomorrow and for months and years to come from now, the value that you place on being of service to someone else will impact everyone you come into contact with. Through service, lives can be changed, improvements made in whatever arena you go into. And as discussed with your principal at many of you have very wide and varying interests in this class, and I'm very excited to see what areas you will go into. While my employment at my full-time job in the CA makes an impact, I greatly enjoy it and it's very rewarding, but my service with the Biggest Winner Initiative is what really lights up in me the possibilities that I have for affecting change in my community. My hope and prayer is that you find something that excites you. Find something that you wake up and noticeably thinking about. Something that inspires in you the drive for service. If at all possible, make it your career. My drive for service has been thankless. I'm not compensated in any way for what I do with the Biggest Winner Initiative. If anything, it's a constant expense to me, personally. But because I've seen how it affects lives firsthand and thought about all these countless positive changes in my home community, it doesn't seem like a sacrifice. My family sees the painstaking sacrifices that I make and then these challenges. But when you find something that you feel passionate about, the sacrifice will feel nothing like sacrifice. So I encourage you all to find out your service. In closing, I want to implore you to be a conscientious keeper of those infinite possibilities. Take your energy, all the motivation and excitement that you feel right now, all the world to come, and harness that and inject it into some sort of service. Find what brings you happiness and let the spirit of service provide you with infinite possibilities to bring positive change, not only on our island, to our region, and to our world. I look forward to celebrating your contributions. Congratulations and for this opportunity to provide an